So just had your brakes done and they're squeaking like crazy every time you hit the brakes. I'll show you how to fix that. It's really easy. I've heard a lot of people saying spray WD-40 on it. Don't do that. Or put oil on your rotor. Don't do that either. That's how you end up going down a hill with no brakes. The best thing to do is to do this when you're doing the brake job, but you can go back and do it afterwards too. So what we need to do is get access to the surface area of the pads. So we're going to remove this bolt right here. This is the top caliper bracket, and then the whole caliper itself will pivot back and give us access to the pads. The bolt on mine happens to be a 17 millimeter, and that should be true for 1999 through 2007 F250s, 350s, and Excursions. I'll go ahead and take that off. One thing that is a good idea to do is to use a C-clamp and squeeze this caliper a little bit. You want to put one side back here on the bolt and the other side right here and pinch that together. That will push the piston back into the caliper, which will make it easier to reassemble afterwards. Alright, that bolt is out. I disconnected the vacuum line, which engages the four-wheel drive. So now that's loose right there. See, and I just pull back on that. Pivot's open. It's not putting much pressure on the brake line at all, so you can leave it laying against that. And now you can access your pads very easily. These clips right here help open them back up to make sure they don't drag. So you want to take those out carefully because they are under tension. Not much tension though. And there you go. Now you see the surface of the pads. You want to take your BG stop squeal. That's right here. And coat the surface of the pad. Let it dry. And then put it back together. I'm going to go ahead and coat it now. So now we have access to the surface area of that side. The same thing, just pop that open like that. This stuff does dry pretty quick. I coated the entire surface of that side and see it's almost dry already. I'll do the same thing to the other side and put it back together. Alright, I didn't even fully remove these. Just basically just twisted them where they're at. That gives you access to the surface area. It's almost dry. Go ahead and put it back together. Just make sure they're in right in those clips, which they are. That's how the bottom goes in. That's how the top goes in. And things this side. Everything's good, nice and tight. Take this crap off of here, whatever this is. We gotta put our clips back in. There's little holes on the back of the brake pads themselves where the clips go in. There's one. There's two. And just push them and make sure they're all the way in. Same thing with the top clip. The hoops do go towards the middle. There's a good, better view of the holes. Just like that. Unfortunately, you have to hold these together while you bring up the caliper because they are meant to spread the pads out, which won't let you put the caliper back up. It's kind of tricky with one hand, but use my foot. There you have it. Put your bolt back in. Tighten it up to the specification, whatever your car calls for, and you're done. This will not squeak anymore. Been doing this for about 10 years, and I have never had a set of brakes squeal after having stop squeal on them. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe. more videos about the Excursion coming up. As you can see, the original grill is damaged. I'm going to update that with the 05 to 07 grill. I'm gonna get fitted on this 03 Excursion. Some of the other videos up right now is how to make your differential look like that instead of a rusty hunk of junk, and how to install these 05 to 07 headlights on your older 99 to 04 Excursions and F250s.